love to have that. And now, you know, being in a place where it's like I possibly can, I'm creating something. I'm creating something that hopefully my kids stay true to and follow. So, you know, in a perfect world, if this happens, man, I'm on cloud nine. I'm
Yeah,
on
man.
cloud nine because of it. You
Yeah,
know?
and I love your team, man. Like all of your friends, you've been friends with all of your adult life for sure.
Yeah.
And some of them even younger than that. But you know, that's important, man. Like I was telling, having a conversation with my mother-in-law, and I was like, you know, it's like we grew up. Like my friends were my family. We moved. I remember when I first met you in LA, like we had just moved to LA together, like trying
Yeah.
to figure it out. And I applaud you for taking your team on your journey with you. Like
Yeah.
that's a commendable high five you deserve, my brother.
No man left behind. No
I
man
love that.
or woman left behind.
I love that.
I think you know, for my team, the Plastic Cup Boys, you know, you're talking about a group of guys we got years in. You know,
Yeah.
years. So
Yeah.
the fact that I'm now taking these guys from a place of friendship to now business, and we found success in a whole and as individuals, that's big. That's not
Yeah.
big for me. That's big. That's big for us because
Yeah.
ultimately our success is the biggest and best joy. You know what I mean? When we look back and we can all do things together, say we did things together, it's about that, man. It's about the stories. When you
Yeah,
get
man.
older, it's about sitting on that step, sharing them stories with whomever, however.
Yeah. And watching y'all talk shit and snap back and forth, I must say it brings joy to my day
Yeah, I
when it
got a bunch of
happens.
ugly ass friends. I got a batch of unattractive dudes that I roll with. This quarantine ain't been nice to none of them. It's a batch. It's a batch of fucked up over there, man. You know,
Well, well,
we all
well,
zoomed the other day. I hung up. I said, I'm not gonna
yeah,
talk to
I
you
saw that. I saw the
guys. Yeah.
Zoom. I was like, yo, what does Spank have on his head?
No,
That didn't look like a do-rag. That looked
no.
like
Spank's hair has grown into something that's not describable. It's Spank has a beard on his head. He has a beard on his head. He doesn't. He's lost care.
yeah,
Spank
yeah.
isn't washing regularly.
And what's
Uh,
up with OG's backboard to his bed, bro? That joint had to be like a foot
Joe,
high.
Joey's sleeping on
Joey,
a twin bed. He's sleeping on a twin bed.
yeah,
Joey's 50 years old with a twin bed in his place.
it's crazy. But he got a cold old school you bought it. But I want to take it back. I want to
Okay.
take it back. And I
Okay.
like, you know, I like to tell these stories, Kevin, because I've been in your life for it'll be 2 decades almost,
Yeah.
like in your
No,
life.
for a very long time.
And I really I liken your early journey to what rappers were doing in the mid 90s. Because and I
Okay.
say that because you took your crew, you were city to city. I remember getting the call one day like, yo, Kev wants to come, you know, do the club. I was like, hell yeah. Like that motherfucker know everybody I know. He's funny. If I can get him on the mic, that'd be even better. But like you literally went city to city and your approach to comedy was even different then.
Well, I mean, it's a people business. You know, it's a people driven business, relationships. It's all about relationships, and more importantly, it's about connectivity. So when you're around the people, you become the people.
Yeah.
When you separate yourself from people, then you forget how people move and how people are.
Come on.
I think for me, early on in my career, it was about making sure that I engage as much as I can with the people that I'm ultimately trying to be in front of.
Right.
You know, I can't give you guys material. I can't give you, you know, content if I don't understand you in a nutshell.
Right.
So my feet were on the ground.
Yeah.
My feet were on the ground. The shaking hands, saying what's up, face-to-face conversations. Those relationships from 15 to 20 years ago are some of the best relationships that I have because we all got a story of remember when,
Yeah.
but you remember I'm still the same dude.
Facts.
I haven't changed.
And that's a hard task. And I'll say this, the task of remaining, you know, the human you were, right? Because things come, life happens, friends, this, that, and the third. But you have been consistent the entire time. I mean, literally the entire time. You're one of probably 2 handfuls tops out of all the people I know that are like that.
Well, you know what? I mean, I think some people can't separate the conversation, right? Like some people think that you can't be the same. You can be the same person with change. Your
Yeah.
change is just growth. Your change is growth. So
Come on.
so my change has come in me just becoming an adult. I'm not out like I used to be. I'm not running the scene the way that I once was, but I can't. I got a bunch of kids. I'm married. I'm in the house, right? That doesn't mean that you've forgotten that. That means that you've just grown past that stage for you. For me, I had to get past that stage.
Evolution.
You're the same guy. Yeah, evolution. You still the same guy. My energy is the same. My conversation is the same. My relationships are the same. But I just don't need to do certain things that I once did.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you have forgotten. It just means that you moved to a place of difference.
And people that don't understand that weren't meant to be on the rest of the journey with you. I truly believe that. I do want to say this too, man. I remember prior to 2002 when Paper Planes came out. I remember you when we moved to LA, and I would see you around, and I see you in the comedy clubs and moving around. And then when Paper Planes hit, I was like, yo, like, dude.
Paper Soldiers. You saw Paper Soldiers.
Paper Soldiers. Yeah, Paper Soldiers. And then I was like, yo, dude, like, is really like present on screen. And then when Soul Plane hit, I was like, oh shit, like, dude's a star. Like, and mind you,
Soul Plane was supposed to be the biggest movie to ever touch the theaters.
No, but but listen to me. It is a cult classic. It is a hood classic to this day. Yeah. But I wanna talk about that because I think that, like, from that point, you went on, and obviously you had Little Grown Man 2008, 2009. You had Tremendously Funny 2010. You started monetizing with the Laugh at My Pain and Let Me Explain going to movie theaters. But from 2002, when you did Paper Soldiers with Dame Dash, first of all, before I ask this question, first of all, what was it like working with Dame Dash in those days?
Dame? Dude, Dame is a good dude. Dame is misunderstood. You know,
because he put you out there. He put you out there in a major way. Dame, you weren't there yet.
Dame is a guy that I'm always going to just simply give his props, or as we're saying today, flowers to, because Dame gave me an opportunity when there were no other opportunities. I think where Dame gets misunderstood, Dame's passion is sometimes misunderstood for crazy aggression, and he's just passionate about the shit that he believes in.
He's also aggressive, but it's good. You're right.
He is aggressive, but there's a high level of passion within it. Now, granted, you know, you can't just move a certain way or do certain things, especially not in today's time. But his heart is in a good place.
Yes.
You know, I think the approach may be wrong at times, but for me, at that time when Dame and I came across each other and Dame said, yo, Kev, I got a movie, I got an opportunity. It was nothing but genuine. It was nothing but dope. My experiences with Dame have been nothing but good. I see where some are different, but I know that the man is just a passionate guy. He wants to put people on. He wants to see people self-evolve and develop. Like, that's a real thing.
I'm going to tell you this, and this is a fun fact. Without Damon Dash, there would have been no Rockefeller. And you could give credit to obviously Biggs and Jay, but Dame fought tooth and nail in the same aggressive style that he did for Jay, that he did for you. Because I remember that movie. You had a lot of creative freedom to be you, and I think that was the first time on, because you had one other project before, and you had some TV something you did, but it was like that. Yeah, that project though, I was like, this motherfucker is funny. So back to the question, 2002. Paper Soldiers, people are aware. Soul Plane, they're like, oh shit, dude, it's funny as a mother. Then the comedy game, now mind you, you were doing things along the way, but I think 2008, 2009, when you came with Little Grown Funny Man, like, that was like, wait. And then you took the next two to the movie realm, and then it was Lights Out Joe Jackson after that.
Well, it's all in the titles. You know, the titles play a major part in where I was at that time. You know, Grown Little Man, that was my first special. So within the title, was like, look, I'm little, but I'm still a grown man.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do my grown man work within this special. And doing that, I felt like, okay, I did it. But now people are doubting, like, if I can do that or if that was a fluke. No, guys, I'm funny.
Right.
Seriously, like I'm not joking.
Seriously. Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah.
I'm funny. Okay. After doing that, was seriously funny. I said, well, I now got the opportunity to reach a new level, but let's take a different approach. I'm gonna allow you guys to laugh at my pain. I went through some shit.
For
Here's
real.
my pain.
But I want to say something. That was so brave of you, because being your partner and it's like being behind the scenes and knowing, for you to put all of that,
Yeah.
you left no room for error. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
it's out here. Now what? You know what I mean?
That's the shit. That's what I think is a hidden talent. I don't care about being flawed. There is no judgment. You can't judge a guy that has no worry about what you see. My book is forever open. There's tons of pages in it. You can get to whatever page you want. I'm never going to withhold information because my career is built on transparency and authenticity. So whether you're a fan or not, you have no choice but to respect me as a person.
Yeah.
Because my life growth is on file.
Yeah.
Fuck ups and all is all here.
Unapologetically.
It's all here. So everything that I went through, I have no problem with displaying that, because I'm not displaying it just for me. I'm displaying it for people to understand that it's okay to be human. Hey, my mistakes are all here, so you don't have to make the same mistakes.
Right.
Look at this shit that I done did and the way that I did it, and some of the shit that hit the fan for me. You don't have to do that.
You don't want to do it.
Here's you get a clear view into the world of what it looked like and what it could be. So don't you do that. That's what that's about.
But that transparency, I want to say that transparency makes you a superhero. Because I think that because society tells you that when you make a mistake, it's so tragic that there's no coming back, or there's no remaining friends with your ex-wife, or there's no rebounding from what, like, you've proven that you can make a mistake. Not that you should or always want to, but when you do, in the event that you do, there is a fucking way to, fix it, to make it whole.
I said this, I forgot who I said it to, but I was like, what happened? What happened to oops and my bad?
Come on.
When did that go away? Don't start, man. Look at this. One here, one there. These dogs are spoiled, man. Move. Yeah. What happened to oops and my bad?
Wow.
There was a time where my bad, that meant something. Yo, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
It actually meant, yo, I fucked up. I'm sorry. But it was in a term of my bad. Oops. Oh shit. Oops. Oops meant something. Oops was fuck. Oops, I didn't know that could. Ooh. Yeah. People knew. Oh, he didn't mean that.
Right. I'm tripping.
Oops. He tripping. He wouldn't have did that. Ain't nobody gonna say oops and do that and he said oops. He said my bad. We forgotten the days of oops and my bad.
Yeah. We
forgot that people do shit, and there was once upon a time where a sorry meant something.
100%.
But we now have we went past that, and there is no space for remorse, which is kind of a fucked up thing.
And it's because of social media, though.
For my generation, that's what we were built on.
100%, and it's because of social media, though, right? Because everybody's judge and jury on social media, and the thing I love about you, because even when you went into Let Me Explain, right? Did numbers at the movie theater. You defined yourself as a Heartbeat Productions is now an entity, and you're but like that. Let Me Explain. That was set fire to their ass, right?
Mm-hmm. The fire
put the set fire to the bitch flame on the comments. Put the fires on the. When that happened, I'm literally sitting in Atlanta in the front row. You got me some amazing tickets for Jessica and I, by the way. And I'm like looking at this motherfucker. I'm like, yo, like he's like Neo in the Matrix. Like he has the glow. It's like he has the glow. And to be honest with you, to be very honest with you, we know many of people that have the talent, have the savoir-faire, and don't make it. But to see you in that moment, look at the fire. They're set fire to the goddamn
I love
screen.
it. I love it. I
But
love it.
you really had the glow, bro. And I think, and that was 2013.
That was 12 or 13 in that space. Yeah.
Yeah, and after that, you went fucking nuts. You went nuts, Kevin. I'm talking about like shit you could never imagine. But how did that feel to come out of that honesty and vulnerability and then set the screens across the world on fire?
I think it's in the, it comes from this, all right? You have success that's on paper, that's traced back to analytics, numbers. Those things equal success.
Right.
And they're going to be there, right? And my numbers in that space are stupid. They're through the roof.
Right.
But I have a personal level of success that I'm chasing.
Right.
That nobody really knows outside of me, right?
Right.
Am I the funniest guy? No. Is my
you funny as a motherfucker though.
Is my plan to be the funniest guy? No. No, it's not. Am I one of the hardest working people out there? Absolutely. Do I want to be the hardest working guy? It's not my goal.
Right.
If it happens, it happens. But what I do know is that I have a talent for putting my mind to something and finishing what I said I want to do. That's my talent. So I have this crazy list that only I have access to of shit that I want to do that I'm slowly checking off.
That's right.
So when you're talking about the big screen, you're talking about, you know, movie star, big comedian, producer, you're looking at the shape and making of a mogul. And flawed or not, a mogul is just a person that does so many different things at a high level. That's what I'm trying to do and become. I want to do a bunch of shit.
Yeah, no, you
but at
are.
a high level.
You are, and you always said you were going to do. And I want to say this. I don't know if you're reading my notes. You know, I'm a professional. Although we're friends,
Okay,
there are things that I have to. And I was going to mogul next. This is why we're spirit animals. So you really are a mogul, Kevin. Like, again, I mentioned it when you took, you know, Let Me Explain and Laugh at My Pain to the theaters. I was like, Heartbeat Productions is on it, right? I saw this glow doing Let Me Explain. I felt it was on another level. The movies, like I said, went to another planet. And then all of a sudden, like, I mean, if you think about Vita Hustle, if you think about Laugh Out Loud Network, if you think about all the things that you're doing. Now, by the way, that What the Fit shit, I have a character.
Funny as hell, man.
No, time out. His name is Rick, right? Fitness Rick, right?
Fitness Rick.
So Kevin, I have a character that's 12 years old.
Yeah.
Called Rick Bon Jovi. He's
a
little Bon Jovi and a little Rick James.
Yeah.
I have to come do an episode of What the Fit in my snakeskin boots with your 80s outfit on.
Hey, man. When I tell you, Fitness Rick, man, stop. Get out, Waxy. When I tell you, Fitness Rick makes me laugh so hard, man.
Kevin.
Fitness Rick, we're going to get at it today because it's Friday. It's fun.
It's Friday. Yo, and you and Boss, by the way, one time for Boss Everline, your trainer.
Shout out to Boss.
Y'all's relationship, and I know y'all fist fight before, you could tell in your energy, but like, it's when I say y'all motherfuckers together, Kevin, are the funniest duo on the planet.
I will give you, you know what, man? I'm going to save, you just made me want to tell a story.
Please.
I'm going to tell a story. I'm going to save it for Confessions from the Heart, but I'm going to give you a piece of it.
No, you fucking give it to your brother. What are you talking about?
When me and Balls fight, we fought, but there was a moment where I like blacked out and I really was like, I'm going to whoop his ass. I'm going to whoop this big nigga's ass. I said, listen, Kenny, when I tell you, as we got closer to the landing, you know, you start to.
Wait, you just went out. Now you're back. Go ahead. Go ahead. You back.
I said, as you get closer to the landing, you start to sober up, and you like, I was tripping. I was tripping.
Hey, yo, I just want to say this, though. Kevin Hart, y'all might think he's little, but he's strong. Listen to me. We were taping the Black Poker Stars Invitational. And it was this scene on BET. I hosted it. God bless Cat Williams for not coming down for his duties. But I ended up hosting that because Cat Hart didn't come. And it was a scene between him and Ali Al. And they were fake beefing. And it was my thing to kind of hold Kevin back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, bruh, like I was trying to hold a Mack truck back. Like I was like, this motherfucker is strong as shit.
Oh God.
But I want to hear this. I want to hear this on your, from the heart.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it.
Please, because when I saw that footage and then it went out, I'm like, no, what happened?
I'm gonna tell it in depth. I'm gonna tell it in depth today.
Well, I love when you guys are together because he fake serious. You're all the way funny, and it's a comedy connection like no other. And What the Fit comes on how many times a week, or what is that?
What the Fit is it's my YouTube show. So What the Fit, I do like one episode. I believe it's every 2 weeks, every week or every 2 weeks. I air one. New ones hit today. So if you guys aren't familiar with the show, just go to YouTube, go search What the Fit. We're on season 3 now, so I've been doing it for a while. Funny show, and Boss and I are very funny on the show. Very
Fitness very Rick and Rick Bon Jovi are on the way. TKBS, I promise you, I'm gonna make that happen. Even if I gotta fly out there in the middle of the Corona, aka Tenderona. Big shout out to you, Fabletics. Fabletics, new partnership for you. I got something for you before you tell us about that, though.
Okay.
I just want you to know that your friends and your followers pay attention to what you ask for on social media. And this morning, you were like, I'm slowly basically you were saying, I'm slowly defining what this is. I want you to help me out.
Mm-hmm.
F on your chest is something you kept saying, but I got an idea for you.
Okay.
Watch this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
WTF. Hold on. WTF is what the, fuck in popular culture, right? But what the fab, what the fantastic, we could come up with so many WTFs.
Okay.
And really make it a thing. You hold on to that. Just marinate on it. If you
No. I like it. I like it because the whole thing about me and Fabletics, it's more about the partnership that now has been formed. Like, we got an opportunity to grow. We got an opportunity to grow something that's so unique, so different, but inclusive. When you think about the major brands of the world and you think about all the things that these major brands have done, they've done a good job of building the elite, but there's a large portion of people that get left out. And the reason why I wanted to join and why it made sense, because I'm a people person. I'm the guy that's solely trying to get everybody to be a part. I want everybody to be involved. I want everybody to know that they can. And that comes with motivation, inspiration, but more importantly, driving conversation where your product is a reputation of that. Fabletics is that. So, affordable prices, but also quality clothing. And, it's within the space of health and wellness. Everybody knows I'm about that life. So I don't attach myself to things that I don't believe. And the success that they've had with women's is unreal. Trying to match that success now with men's is my priority. And it gives me a new space to build and grow. I told you, I like to do things that I can see the success come. I can see it grow in tiers. So starting out at ground zero, but eventually getting to the fucking top floor, that's the priority right now.
Yeah, man. And we've seen you done multi-million-dollar deals with Nike and H&M and all these things. But to see you effectively connecting with Kevin Hart lifestyle brands.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you got lifestyle from me, but fine. But the lifestyle, the way that you're choosing your partnerships is really genius. And I want to congratulate you because you just sold out on the first offering of your Fabletics partnership.
Yeah.
4 more days.
Sold out.
Yeah.
Sold out.
So 4 more days
like
you're re up. So 4 days is the re-up, correct?
4 days we are relaunching again.
Okay.
We did our beta test where we just put some of it out. Dude, when I tell you we were shocked that it went so fast, it blew our mind. So we want to make sure that we have the amount in stock that we can actually fulfill the orders as they're taking place. So you got 4 days from now. Just go to my page. Actually, go to my Instagram, my story. Swipe up, you'll see it. Join my VIP list to try and secure a spot for you as a launch. But I'm telling you guys, I wouldn't attach myself to BS. I've yet to do that. I've never done it. If I can't believe it, if I can't be true to it, then it doesn't fit me. It doesn't fit what I do. So health, wellness, lifestyle, it's what I'm about. That's why you see this Vita Hustle world. It's my product.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, everybody is always asking me about vitamins and supplements to keep it going. Then I see you come with the Vital, and I'm like, yo, he is in his bag, because those of us who work out all the time, you need it. You need it. So tell us about Vita Hustle.
Mine's is Vita Hustle is basically you got a natural product. You know, I said what gives me my go, and I said I would love to develop and create that thing that's a justification of how I move around in a day. I'm a 12 hour, 14 hour on my feet run and go guy. So what's the thing that's natural that I can create to align myself with that? So for about the last 4 years, I had Vita Hustle just in the works, man. We did a multivitamin. I did a vegan protein. I did a whey protein. I did a vegetable mixture with fruits and vegetables at the same time. All of the things that basically you need to strengthen your immune system to help you get up and get out. I'm not a get ripped program. I'm not fit abs. I'm not muscles.
You're not your brother The Rock. I know.
No, I'm not that. I am lifestyle. I am, guys, you need this because this is what your body needs. Here's the healthy ingredients that you need to perform at the highest level. That's what Vita Hustle is about. It's doing very well too, man. We're doing very well. I love it.
Another one of the most dynamic duos in film is you and The Rock. Jumanji is one of my favorite franchises. You all in that, and you in that goddamn outfit. The shorts. You and that. Yo, Kevin, you really come up. You bring these characters to life. How is it working with The Rock? He is so inspirational and on his shit like you. Man. Yeah. How is it working with him?
I'm being honest with you, man. It's tough. He's not talented. You know, so for me, you know, working with a guy like that, get out, Roxy. Working with a guy like that is tough because, you know, I got to do so much. My back hurts from carrying his ass. You know? But ultimately, we make it work. Now, I'm joking, man. That big guy is actually, he's one of the best, man. When I tell you, the friendship is one thing. I will and want to do the things that haven't been done. It matches. You know, we're on the same page. So for that, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for him because, you know, without him, a lot of the things that are the biggest things in my career wouldn't have happened. And I know same thing vice versa, but there's a great yin and a yang that we have in such a high level of appreciation. So I appreciate it. Y'all got to go. Come on. I'm on the face. Get out. Look,
he's on with Uncle Kenny. Get out this goddamn office.
Come on, y'all sitting here just for what? Sweating me.
Oh, before my next question, I want to show you one of my favorite pictures of all time. I have a couple of you on my wall, but this is one of my favorite pictures of all time.
Hey, I remember that.
Isn't that crazy? That was crazy.
I remember that. People don't understand how. I don't think people understand your real impact. I don't think they understand that there's not a negative piece of conversation that's attached to Kenny Burns.
Thank you, man.
There's not a negative piece of information, conversation. Like you're one of the most loved guys in our space, and you always have been, man. You know, at the end of the day, we all fuck with you. Your energy is where it's supposed to be. And you want nothing but good for other people, and I think in return we want the same for you. So that's a moment just to throw some love your way that's well deserved, because that to me that's one of the dopest things about KB.
Thank you, bro.
You're one of the most loved.
I appreciate it, and I love you too, brother. Now I just want to get into the Think Like a Man thing really quickly, because that's one of my favorite movies. Is there going to be another Think Like a Man franchise something?
You know what? I mean, it's too good of a group. it's too good of a group of people, you know, like from all of the actors and actresses that played the part and Think Like a Man. You know, we had such a good thing and had it back then to where we got it right. I wouldn't If we got it right, I wouldn't mind playing with that group. That's a good group of people,
Yo, you
man.
got you guys synergy, bro. Like there's often in the history of movies, you have Boys in the Hood with Cuba and you know that group and Ice Cube and what that was. You have, you know what I'm saying, like Lorenz Tate and that, but they didn't do multiple movies. Then you
Mm-hmm.
have the ones that did multiple movies as a unit. And I
Mm-hmm.
just see that being one of the best pairings
I
ever.
would think like a Man cast is one of the best casts, especially when you're talking about groups. I mean, you're looking at an eight. You know, that's an eight. I believe that was eight actors and actresses. That was eight of us, and
Yeah.
as a cast in a movie, and to knock something like that out the park and have success, that's unreal. So I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
going if we got that right and we got the script right and we knew the project that we were all going in for. I'm all for it. I'm
And I'm
there.
gonna tell you another top 5 pairing for you ever. Regina Hall.
I love
You
Regina.
and Regina Hall
I love
are
Regina.
so necessary, bro.
I
Like
love
it has
Regina.
to be several more
We're
movies
working on
in
a
the
movie
works.
now. I'm working on a movie right now with Regina. That's what I've been doing since we've been in quarantine. I've had that
Wow.
pen to the pad, and you know, you're just trying to write for the next thing, the next things that are going to act as the next wave of content. You know, IP is king, so
Yeah,
you just sit
you and
back.
Regina, you know, and I don't think she gets her props
No,
on the comedic side of acting as well as acting, right?
not she doesn't
She
get it at the level that she should.
she is hilarious, bro.
Regina Hall is pound for pound, the funniest comedic actress walking the planet.
I love it.
Will go
Round
on,
of applause. Please put the
go
claps down there for Regina Hall. Put the
I
claps,
will
ladies
go
and gentlemen.
on, I will go on.
Somebody let Regina Hall know that we're giving her her flowers, please. We love her.
Gina Hall has yet to get her full, her full wave of acknowledgement and success the way it should be. I think
Fact.
that's still gonna come because Regina's still got projects and more to give. And I think this idea that we're working on now is so strong for Regina and myself. But she literally is there isn't a funnier person out there.
Yeah, man.
I won't recognize there isn't.
So let me ask you a question on the comedy side, man. I mean, you sold 1 million tickets on one of like I mean, you've broken records. You've done stadiums in your hometown. You've done arenas around the world.
Mhm.
You've taken comedy to another level. And I know because of Laugh Out Loud, you wanted to have that to groom talent and see talent and give opportunity to young comedians. What young comedian is on Kevin Hart's radar?
My guys, when I talk about these guys aren't younger, but I would love to see Naeem, Spank, Joey. I would love to see those guys branch off and break out. They're all about to do our special. We're filming this special this year. We were supposed to be doing it, but we had to push that back.
Right.
Lil Rel has always been a favorite.
Yeah.
I think Lil Rel's a very, very funny talent, man. Michael Che, very
Mike,
funny
yeah.
guy, man. Mike's a very, very funny guy. Who else? God. There's it's a nice list, but I think it's open that world for that next young guy or girl. It's open, it's
Yeah.
open season to see who can jump into that spot. You got some talented younger cats, DC Young Fly is a funny, talented cat.
Hilarious. You gotta
He's a
tell him to
funny guy.
remove that tattoo, though. I mean,
He
makeup
got
could do it, but you
he
gotta
got a
get on him
nice
about that.
thumbprint. He got a nice thumbprint in the middle of his head.
But he sings too, though, Kevin. He's an
No, he's
incredible
a
singer.
talented guy. I'm
Yes.
telling you, he's a talented cat. Um, there's tons of people in that space, but the question is, who is going to really define themselves and find that signature moment for people to go, oh shit. You know what I mean? Oh shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm working hard to find as well. I mean, that's on Laugh Out Loud Network, that's our priority. It ain't about me, it's about finding that next star, the star of tomorrow.
Well, I want to let our followers know this. So there is a project that Kevin has. Is a project I have with Will Packer. It's the exact same project, right? And I'm gonna tell you how life works. So I had a project called Fight Night. It's the story about the Ali, the biggest heist in Georgia history.
Yeah.
And so I go through this whole thing. It took me 2 years, Kevin. I worked so hard. Packer gave me an opportunity, got involved, boom, boom, got the deal with Universal, right? They announced it. 2 months later, and I called you, but we didn't never talk about it. I called I was like, yo, get Kevin in pocket. Literally 3 months later, I think you and Will announced Uptown Saturday Night. Similar stories, amazing story. Uptown Saturday Night obviously has, lineage from a cultural standpoint. But I want to say to you, however that story is told, it has to be done by you. So whether that goes away and you come over here or whatever happens, you're the most important. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Uptown Saturday Night or Fight Night could be this generation's Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights. Yeah, that's the goal within it.
And I promise you, bro, like you see, you know what it is, but I just want you to know. But you got
an opportunity to take all of your favorite funny from our generation and put them under the screen. And look, here's the beauty of me. I don't have grudges. I don't have the time to hold grudges in life. If there's an opportunity to put, your favorite people that's attached to funny on screen and define our version of history, then you do that. And that's the whole goal with Uptown. We're on.
I fuck with you. You're the realest, and I wasn't gonna go there, but I'm glad you said that. Yeah. Like that's what life's about, bro.
I don't personally have the time. I just don't have the time.
I fuck with you, Dad. That was real, bro.
I don't. So when it comes to what is you can't have your version of what that was without the people that helped define that version. So when you talk about our world of funny, you got to have a space where these guys can all get together in the same playing field and put egos aside. Like I don't have the ego. One man's success, a woman's success has nothing to do with mine.
Yeah. But know you're Eddie. I need you to know this though and own this. You're Eddie Murphy in the scheme of that. And I say that respectfully because I think, like when I look at Harlem Nights, you see Red Fox and Richard Pryor. You know what I'm saying? With Eddie Murphy and then DeLaurice. It was
Robin Harris.
Even Arsenio. Like to
Arsenio.
But you got to make that happen, and only you can make it happen right because you will put aside everything to give the people what they want, bro.
It is 100% the priority. Like I said, we're past the second draft. We're going into the third draft. We're going to get it right, but it can't happen until it's exactly that. It's got to be right. We're not half-assing this or rushing this to be just something that goes away in a blur. Like I see this coming out Black History Month when we do it. Like this is it's a real moment to make a big impact. So that's the focus. It always has been. We're getting closer, and I think as we get closer, you'll hear more about it. But just know I'm already on that page.
All right, brother. Well, listen, man. I commend you. I wasn't gonna go there and talk about that, but the fact that you would put anything and everything behind for the people makes you a superhero, bro. So you just got to keep doubling down on those superpowers. And, that's all I got, man. I don't even got no more questions. I was just talking to my partner.
My guy.
And you just, you keep fucking going, man. So family's good. Everybody's good. Your brother, your father.
Listen, everybody is good. Before we go, I just want to say, there was a point where I too was a victim of what is this, what's going on, how real is it. Let's not all make that mistake. Let's make sure we take this moment serious. Stay home. You know what I mean? Stay home for the time being. Let's try to put this shit behind us so we can get back to life the way that we know it. It takes us. Without us, we don't get past this. So as people, I want to say, let's just do what we're supposed to do. Stay in the house. Come out of this healthy. To our healthcare workers, you guys on the front line doing an amazing job. Shouts out to all of you. You know, I want to give a shout out to my partners at Hungry for helping me deliver meals in Philadelphia. My partners at Beyond Meat. We've been feeding hospitals here in LA. You know, there's a major surge of positivity and efforts from so many and good, and those moments are what should be driving the conversation of the world today. The positivity of people trying to help other people. So let's keep that energy going. Let's keep it flowing. I love you. I can't wait to get back to you all. KB, I love you too, boy.
I love you too, champ. Keep going. We're here.
Be safe. All right.
Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the legend, Kevin Hart. I need to see the hand claps for the legend. If you are not inspired, by the likes of Kevin Hart, and to be honest, just people with real game, man, real energy, real effort, real numbers on the board. There's a lot of people that can tell you a lot about nothing, but that's a man who has done it. He put one foot in front of the other, and he is living proof that you can become who you want to be, man. So please support him and all his brands. The Kenny Burns Show will be back tomorrow, y'all. Fast, furious, and family. I don't even know how to describe Chris Ludacris Bridges any better than that. Tomorrow, Chris Bridges, a.k.a. Ludacris, will be joining us here on the Kenny Burns Show. I got something heavy I got to get into right now, so that is a wrap for today's show. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. The Kenny Burns Show is here, baby. I love y'all. Peace.